For more on the election, we turn now to CBS News political director John Dickerson. John, good morning.
Good morning.
Man, it certainly seems like everybody's talking about Obama. Really, that's the only thing people are talking about in terms of how he affects the midterm election. And he's not even on the ballot, as Juliana pointed out.
That's right, although the Democrats don't want to be talking about President Obama, and that's been the dynamic in this race for almost 2 years now. You've had Republicans saying the word Obama, showing his face in commercials, doing everything they can to keep the conversation about President Obama, keep it about national trends. Democrats, on the other hand, have been trying to do everything but that. They've talked about what they've done in the state, talk about the deficiencies of their opponent, talk about their own record. And that's the dynamic we've seen. And so far, the Republicans seem to have sort of had the better strategy, in part because the news has been so focused on those national issues.
What are the key states to be following on Tuesday, John?
It depends. You'll have those 7 red states, Republican states that Mitt Romney won. Just to review, the bidding Republicans need to take 6 seats away from Democrats. The 7 Republican seats that they are looking in pretty good shape. That's one set of seats to look at. But then look at states like Iowa, Colorado, North Carolina, New Hampshire. Those are more battleground states, and those will give us some sense of how the Republican message plays. Is it only working on the home field turf of those Republican states, or is it breaking into those battleground states? The reason that's important is that creates the structure for governing, because Republicans can then say our ideas are winning across the land. And it also begins the conversation about 2016, where Republicans can say, we're making inroads into these other states. So those are the 2 different kinds of states to watch.
So then, on the heels of that, what do you think will happen if Republicans win both houses?
Well, they'll immediately be in a position where they have to sort of show that they can govern. They've been the opposition party, they benefited from being able to say no to the president. They've run an entire campaign on the idea that this person, the president in the office, is no good. Now they're suddenly going to have to work with him. And you've seen the majority leader of the House, Kevin McCarthy, say, if we don't show that we can govern fast, we're just going to be out of the running for the 2016 presidential campaign. Because after being the opposition party, you now have to show you can actually govern if they give you the power.
It's going to be an interesting night. John Dickerson, thanks so much. Election news will be front and center tomorrow morning on Face the Nation. Bob Schieffer's guests will include Senators Rand Paul, Republican of Kentucky, and Amy Klobuchar, Democrat of Minnesota. And on election night, CBS News will bring you updates throughout the evening, followed by a 1-hour special with the latest returns and analysis from our Campaign 2014 team at 10 Eastern, 9 Central.